Janie,
Just Amari,
and Nisha,
Imani,
evolving.
What's going on, my peoples? You know what we having today? The rat attack of the day. And who is that? That will be those culture vultures.
All right.
Amari, tell them what we doing here.
Okay. When you get Janiefied, you've been
Denied.
Your whackness been
Verified.
Gotta contrast your stupid lying. Yeah, we said it. Disqualified. Gotta keep it real. Also, Trill, y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. Let's get this lesson and go ahead and
Accept your
blessings.
Hey y'all, this is part 2 of Culture Vulture, and we're going to dive right on into it. Mentioned, and we left off in part 1, how are black men responsible for these culture vultures? How do they play a role?
Okay. We was talking about, what's her name?
Yes, Jules.
Yes, Jules. Mm-hmm. Okay, Imani, and you was telling us that story about Soulja Boy, but you never really finished it.
Yeah, so with Yes, Jules, as I mentioned in the previous part 1, she did an interview, like a live interview, and Soulja Boy went Instagram Live, and pretty much within the rap, she was stating how, in her own way, she gives more to the black community than black people do themselves. And that just was crazy. Like, I couldn't remember. So when she was doing her freestyle, she pretty much was saying how she gives back more to the black community than black people do. And I think that's crazy and bold for you to say, because as I mentioned before, like, if you're going to do something from the good of your heart, you shouldn't try to make the race of people you're talking about, like, feel bad or feel like you're doing better, like you're like the white savior or something. I think that's crazy.
When you're not out here really making a difference for our community,
No.
like, as in, you know, like,
right.
what are you doing out here?
I seen a picture, because when I was Googling her, it was like she was in some village in Africa, so I don't know what she was doing during that point. I didn't even look into it, to be quite honest. But I think she had a selfie with, like, Africans, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe, I don't know what she was doing over there, I did check that out a little bit, maybe she feels like she's the white savior, and then that was her reason of saying that, which is crazy.
I don't like that stereotype that's how they out there living with the white people.
Right.
Try to go to Africa.
Stereotypical.
They living it up. They love their country. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, and then what America tries to do is try to make it seem as though Africa, the continent, is less fortunate when it is. I had an African roommate, and she was telling me it's not what you thought.
Yeah.
Like, we rich, like, we got money. Of course it's areas of poverty, but it's also areas of wealth. You know what I'm saying? We out here doctors and lawyers, and we do more than just what they try to portray.
Right.
So for anybody to come in and just take a picture with Africans, it's like, that's not substance. That doesn't hold anything to me. I need to see consistent work, and people that's doing consistent work, they don't turn around and want to put on a show for it. We don't have pictures of us when we really in the community with our pictures.
Because
we believe that. Why would I want to? Exploit. You're in distress. I'm doing this out the kindness of my heart. I'm not out here to get clout. It ain't about that, you know. But if you want to put it in a track,
right,
then you're gonna do what you do.
And that's crazy.
Well,
so what do you guys think about, like, Soulja Boy's role in it? Because he promotes her. Like,
he said he was in there like, what's up?
I'm like, wow.
You said that.
That's why he's in jail right now.
It's so is he? I think it's so frustrating that they allow these other race of women and men to feel comfortable enough to come into our community, and like I said in the previous video, Lil Nas, y'all giving him hell to even be a part of something. So it's like, why are they allowing,
like, these men in the industry? I just feel like they brainwashed. They have to go, but I feel like some of them really know what's really going on. But now in this industry, sometimes you gotta do what is going with the flow in order to get what you want. Like, people
So what does
really
that
don't.
mean?
It's all about money. Like, it's all about money. They probably have a white girl, but be still cheating with a bunch of black girls. Because it's rooted inside of them.
Because it's trendy?
Yeah, it's just trending. And I think that's just I think that's why they do this, you know. That's why it's like black people would go and help a white community to get the acceptance from
the acceptance.
Yeah, you know, from the white community, and the white community is controlling the media. So I feel like that it's all about acceptance. So that's why they bring them in so easy, because hey, we can bring y'all in our stuff. That makes it easier for, like, the whole population to want to hear us, you know, because the white people love this.
It makes it more likable.
Yeah, make it more likable.
What I'm trying to say is, I feel like when it comes to black men in the media, and that's in that realm, a lot of them are willing to sacrifice their women for the acceptance of and the money and approval of white supremacy and white superiority. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead.
Girl, you made me want to touch on something about that, about what you said, they would sacrifice their women. Like, it was an event where I had went out, you know, and I was, you know, I'm always observing. I'm always not, you know, in the zone. I'm always in my zone, you know. So, you know, I was just like looking around, and then like it's like, I think, I'm not gonna say nightclub because I don't know if I can be saying that stuff. But yeah, it was like a nightclub in Vegas, and I was looking around and I seen how like a bunch of black guys had these tables, and these tables are supposed to be expensive as hell. I'm like, dude, why is this club full of black men with these tables? And not only was they with the tables, they had nothing but a bunch of white women sitting in these, like, sitting with them. And it was just like, when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, Nisha, that is your business, you know, like, just stay in your zone, do you. You ain't worried about that. And I'm like, I'm not. So, you know, I tried to vibe out, but then I started looking again. I was like, wait, I was like, this is getting kind of weird, because I looked on the wall, and when I looked on the wall, I swear to God, it was like so many black girls. They feet hurting, they got their shoes off, because they have to stand up the whole night when they black men sitting here catering to all these white women.
Our black men, from what I see mainly in Hollywood, not everybody of course, but the main ones that are preaching black love and power, they are the main ones with somebody of opposite race. So to me, sometimes, like you're saying, it's like, to me, it's like, it's only so many times it's a coincidence. Like, you're going out of your way to ignore the black woman. Like, for your instance, with the club, there's a full room of black women, and you guys, in that situation, didn't invite them over. So sometimes I just feel like they equate it with social status.
And to piggyback off for both of that, even Yes Jules said before, she's like, I think it was on Twitter, and she was saying, what,
I mean, even though that's somebody else, whatever.
No, she said that.
Okay,
That
white
was a
thought.
tweet.
Yeah, that was
right?
white thought.
Yeah, that's like.
But I actually
that was a
thought
hashtag.
I actually thought that was funny. I thought that was funny.
The narrative of yes, Jules doesn't respect black women.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I love women, period. And I specifically respect and love and admire black women, who to me are the strongest women that I know. So
Bitches is annoying too,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just letting you know from my shit.
Oh, I
You know,
wasn't
y'all can
clapping
love
to
them
that,
from your
by the
side,
way.
but like,
let's not
bitches
even
is
like
annoying,
take, not
bitches
even
is
like
annoying,
take, not
bitches
even
is
like
annoying.
take.
white people sat there, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, sorry.
White people sat there and created the narrative that anything black is less than.
Right.
Black women are the bottom of the totem pole. And black men fell for that. So they want anything that's non-black, and then they put them on a pedestal, catering to the people that told you not to like who you are, pretty much is what I'm saying.
And it's completely insulting because, like, you guys are jockeying from our culture, don't want to give us the credit, and you guys feel away when we correct you. Like, no, you're trying to strip away from our culture, and as you just mentioned, black men are finding it because they are brainwashed more appealing on somebody else, and it's a complete insult. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous that they would do that to themselves, you know? That's when I look at it, I'm like, someone can say and try to manipulate you, but you know, like, your mom and your dad created this black person, and how can you sit there and say, like, how can you sit there and just give it up so freely, your whole, like, culture, your whole roots? And I just, like, not saying about mixed people, not talking about it in that way, but black men is really choosing to stay away from black women, you know?
The thing is, black men don't understand when you sitting here in my face, I don't, like we keep reiterating, love is love. If you fall for who you fall for. But you have to also understand that when you do this, when you put white women and non-black women above black women, you're contributing to the erasure of black people. I don't respect that. How could you not respect the black woman that produced you? How about this? How about if you got a problem with the black women that you affiliated yourself with, how about you take a look within? The people that you deal with is only a reflection of you and how you feel about yourself. If you have low energy and low self-esteem about yourself, you're gonna get people that treat you like how you treat your own self. If you don't treat yourself right, that's what you're gonna attract. So then don't turn around because of your insecurities and how you've been brainwashed and turn around and look at me like I'm not nothing.
Well, like when I talk on this, it's kind of like, it's a touchy subject. subject because it's like now this is the thing, and a lot of people, like majority of us are mixed out here, and it's like now I'm just like really looking at, it's not really cross mixing that's my business or my real problem. My real problem is the disgrade that they do upon us, you know, like disowning us, always telling like the other cultures how much they don't want to be with us, how much they choose to not be with us. That's where my problem come from, because some black men couldn't get with the black women because the black women was too much for them, they per se.
But
like,
you know what? Like I found that interesting. Like, I don't know if this is what you meant, but like I heard a lot of black men. I asked them, how come you don't date black women? Like, well, black women turn me down. But I feel like I had the same, or like they thought less of me, or because I wasn't popular, they gave me a hard time. But I feel like I had the same experience. But black women, we don't push all the way. Not all of us. Some of us do. But in general, black women, we try with our black men, and it's frustrating when people and black men tell me, oh, because I went through this experience once or twice, I give up. We don't. For the most part, black women don't just give up on our men. Like, we're the backbone, you know? So it's like frustrating to hear that.
But because it's so easy in the media, and it's like so supposed to be so good, it's not so hard to just move on to the next race, you know? Because that's how like it's been for all this time. Like,
You guys, so moving on to our next question, how do you guys think black women play a role in culture vulture culture?
Black women. I think black women play a role in culture vulture culture just as much as black men do. I think that, like, for instance, a lot of these white women, it's black women that are their #1 fan base, because I think as I mentioned it last time, because we're so insecure as a whole, black people as a whole, we're insecure. When you see something on, for instance, the color weave on us, we look at that as ghetto, but when Kylie Jenner got that blue weave, everybody was like, oh my gosh, she the baddest that ever did it. So no, she wasn't the first to ever do it, you know. And I feel like black women really push them up to the top, and they're the #1 supporters, and they idolize them. When I feel like, to sum it up, black men open the door for them, and then black women be like, yes, B, go get it, you know. And it's like, we can't do that for them if we not gonna do that for Amaretta, for Megan Thee Stallion, for Rhapsody, for Rico Nasty, for all these, for Tink and Jeezy. We can't hype up them and we not hyping up our own sisters, you know.
I think that is true, because like Bad Babe, did she come from, it was like a viral video or something, right?
She came from Catch Me Outside, how about that?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fresh in my memory. Yeah, so I think that you're absolutely right. Like, we sometimes maybe it's subconsciously that we give this extra outbound support of like, we're gonna push the white women. Like, it's not, you know, like subconsciously we push them more than we do our own, and I think it's just a matter of like bringing that to the light like we are, and being like, hey, you can like who you like, but don't forget to put your black sister first. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring that in, that we are, the originators. We created this, so we should be giving our black sisters that equal praise, or more praise, actually. So, yeah.
Well, I feel like black women play a big part in other people coming in wanting to, you know, take from us, because I feel like we don't accept ourselves, you know. We don't accept our hairstyles, we didn't accept our style, we didn't accept our culture, we didn't accept our shapes until it was taken and someone else tried to do it, you know. So I feel like we open the door for the culture vultures to come in and give them praise, because we didn't accept it. Everything that they're doing is coming from us. Even how they get darker and darker, as you see, and they tanning and tanning, as you see, and like, and what we keep doing, we keep praising them and lifting them up, you know. So I just feel like we play a big part in that.
Even to piggyback on what you were saying with the darker and darker, Ariana Grande, like, if you look back to Ariana Grande when she was on Nickelodeon and she was Cat,
oh my gosh,
like, you wouldn't even know that's her. And I even found myself, like, when she made that song with Nicki Minaj, and it's like, how it goes, like, she, okay, and she got a song, and she talking nasty too in the song too. Now that I think about it, but she got a song with Nicki Minaj, and I've been there all night. Y'all know that song?
Oh, been there all day.
Yeah, that song. So yeah, I know That's what I said. I found myself really liking that stuff. Like, you go, Ari, you do that thing. But it was just like, I'm realizing that's my subconscious. Like I said, I'm seeing her do what I would do, how I would do it. And I'm like, yeah, girl, you did that. Nah, she just literally looked at Beyonce video and did
And
the
you
same
know what's
thing,
crazy?
you know?
Ooh, okay, that got me. Ari, I mean, her newest song, Ariana Grande, yes.
7 Rings.
Like, she changed, matter of fact, speaking of Soulja Boy, look at the irony of that. Wow. Like, she changed, matter of fact, speaking of Soulja Boy, look at the irony of that. Wow. He got mad at, because her thing's like, you like the way, you know what song is that? By
7 Rings. Oh, it's like Pretty Boy Swag. Hey.
She took the melody of that, and he got, but peep that though, he got mad at Ariana, but you're praising Yes Jules.
Wow, I forgot all about that. When she's still your style, it's a problem. But when she's still my style, and then say she better than me, is not a problem.
Yeah, and then even like how she, like, I don't know if you guys ever seen her video or like her perform it live on her set. It's like the pink trap house. I mean, not pink trap house, it's pink cars, I think. Mm-hmm. And then 2 Chainz was like, hey, you know, so
but
that's
now
crazy.
He's working with her now.
But now he's working with her. So I just even like Taylor Swift.
Oh, don't bring up Taylor Swift.
Taylor just I don't know what
they might say Taylor did.
I don't know what award show this was, but she got Beyonce inspired, and she had her little unitard and her little marching band too. Dang, I don't know.
No, she didn't remake that.
Yes,
girl. But oh my god, but that just made me like that ties it all together. Like I just realized Soulja Boy really got mad at Ariana, but you weren't mad at Yes Jules.
Actually put her on. And I remember you telling me a story about when you sing Soulja Boy.
Oh yes, that was horrible. Well, it was at like a beach club, and you know he came, and when he came, the whole crowd is black. Everybody black. And they all excited, you know, Soulja Boy, she got a dunk, you know. Everybody was ready, you know. And when he came out with 3 white girls with 3 big old fake looking booties. So like he had them, and the whole time he's performing, the whole time he's just messing with them, slapping on them, touching them. Like, yeah, I'm that nigga. He even stopped and said, do you see my bees? Do you see my bees? And I was like, wow. And like all he did was throw a bunch of ones to his fan just for his Instagram. I'm like, I'm just through with this. It's just so fake.
I see how I'm kind of contradict myself when it comes to that, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want black women being on stage and allow him talking like that. I wouldn't, I don't want that to happen with no one, but I wouldn't want it to black women.
No, because the black women still go praise him at the end of the day. They still go love him, and they still go be looking at him. I love Soulja Boy while he loving on these white girls.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So like at the end of the day, I feel like now we shouldn't accept it. But at the end of the day, like Soulja Boy, you know. He got a knock, you know? That's it. That's it.
Okay, so I think also it's not just white women that come in and are culture vultures. Can white men be culture vultures too?
Oh yeah. Justin Bieber. Let me tell you how I know he's a culture vulture.
Okay.
Because how you come out with the swag and all this personality and this bad boy mentality, and now you back to a white boy. Like, that's a culture vulture.
That's Miley
Cyrus.
Okay. It's like when they wanna. It's like what they do is when they cross over.
Usher brought Justin Bieber.
Yes. So it's like when they cross over, they want to cross over, so they hang around us to get that validation, to get that consent. Where I got my black friend, so I can say the nigga word, and then that's what they do.
That big old teddy bear.
I said, why are you twerking? But
she had no.
But like this, like at the time, I was ignorant. You guys, I didn't understand the repercussions of that and what that plays into. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't, you're contributing to the destruction and the erasure of our people and of our legacy. And we just don't want to allow that to happen. So that's why we're bringing awareness to it. And we also addressing these white men because Lil Pump and Tekashi 6ix9ine and all y'all come in. And black men allow it. Yeah. You know? Black women love them too.
And the lyrical content ain't no better. So it's like, what's the difference? Like, why do they get the praise? It's crazy.
So do you guys know any culture vultures that's out there that's like big right now, that's not, that's in our genre, our music, our style, that is not produced by Alrighty, y'all. So Janiefied edition. How can you say we about to put a stop to this mess?
Well,
how we gonna put a stop to this mess?
Culture vulture mess. Yes. I would say uplift. So that means just uplifting our community and letting them know that you guys are fly. We are the originators. And you don't feel like you have to compare yourself to somebody who is not black to feel better about yourself, to rock something. So that being from our clothing, the way we wear our hair, our body type, just uplift who you are and stay positive.
Okay. Embrace. I say if we embrace our culture and really go out there and doing things that we know even if they did try to mock us, they still can't do. I feel like it's already put to stop, you know?
What do you mean by that?
Like, one thing that other cultures can't do, and one thing that I really admire is the kinkiness in our hair, and not just always trying to do the twist styles, but one day let's just have like a rally where we just all just natural free hair, no twist out, no conditioner, just a little water, not even water, you know, just comb it out and go out there and just see how different you are. Do you know how we would feel being together, all empowered, knowing like, wow, we're really different, but why are we different? Why are we like this? And you gotta embrace that you're great and you come from greatness. So I feel like if we learn to do that, it's always gonna be someone trying to mock you. It's gonna be somebody trying to be like Imani K, like Beja Live, like me. It's gonna always be somebody trying to mock you, but they'll never be you. So that's kind of what I feel like we need to do, and just really embrace each other, you know, and ourselves.
Yeah. And I think that lastly, what I would do is just empower it. And how you empower it is just by like instilling that power in them, like my sister girls are saying. We just really gonna let you know. I'm gonna expose you to your greatness. You probably don't know, but when you get Janiefied, you gonna get exposed, and I'm gonna expose you to the realness of you. Like my sister girl said, can't nobody touch you. Can't nobody touch your magic. You know what I'm saying? It's divine. It's great. You are the originator, the original. Everything comes from you. So really just exposing you to that via documentaries, sharing posts, putting together YouTube content, and just different avenues where we can, and the different things that we want to give to our community. Just always exposing our greatness. So it's something that can't really be emulated. I feel like what Culture Vultures, what they emulate is an idea of us, but not the essence of us. Wow. So that's just that.
Okay. Embrace, uplift, and empower.
Alrighty, y'all.
Well, Janiefied edition.
Janiefied edition. That's right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and please make sure you guys are commenting in the comments. If you haven't checked out part 1, make sure you go do that, and be sure to follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook at BGJ__3. Later.
What we doing here?
Okay, so when you get Janiefied, you been
denied.
Wait.
That was dry.
Yeah.
Alright.
Come on, we gotta get up and pop real quick.
Alright, hold on. Alright. Okay, we gonna do this.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Verified.
Gotta contrast your stupid
lies.
Okay, we gonna do this one last time on my mama.
Oh, but she said on her mama.
On my mama. Alright, on my hood. Okay. 1, 2, 3. When you get Janiefied, you been
denied.
Your whackness been. Alright, 1, 2. I got it this time. 1, 2, 3. When you get Janiefied, you been
denied.
Your whack, contrast your stupid lies. Yeah, we said it disqualified.
Okay, you know what we're saying? Denied. Okay, wait, no. Say the first.
When you get Janiefied, you been
denied. We say denied all
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So y'all say everything
denied.
There. Together, right?
Okay.
Accept these blessings.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, we got this. 1, 2.
Blue eyes.
Yeah, we said it. Disqualified. Gotta keep it real.
Now emoji didn't say it.
Okay.
Stupid
Blue eyes.
eyes. Yeah, we said it. Disqualified.
Five.
Gotta keep. Nisha, you gotta say 5. No, you can't be over
I
here in
can't-
the
that's why I
background
can't
like this, dropping it low. You gotta say it, cause the eye, it just
I got you. Okay. I got you. Okay, this is it right here.
Right here.
That's all.
That's it. All right.
That's the
That's
last
a
one.
simple, short answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Do y'all have one off the top of your head?
Let me wait. Hold on.
That's what I'm like,
How can you start Culture Vulture?
I guess.
Oh, I know. Embrace my culture. That's what. Embrace my culture. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, embrace. I'm going to say, like, just. I want to say it's going to be.
Embrace, uplift, empower.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Oh yeah.